Due to complications with COVID-19 and protocols around it, we have seen a surge in the rise of people participating in outdoor activities. But in particular, hiking has seen the biggest incline in participatory numbers, most likely due to the minimalistic amount of items or gear required for someone to just get out and walk. Many people do not purchase clothes strictly for hiking or the outdoors because of their lack of aesthetic appeal, and vice versa, as many of whom purchase these outdoor clothes only wear them during these activities because of, again, the lack of appeal to the eye when wearing them out casually. Nike ACG has successfully combined the aspects of both fashion and usability with the ACG line by creating clothing that would be fitting in the forest, at the office, to the gym, or even for just a night out in the city. They wanted to make something that would be adaptable and comfortable anywhere, or all places, and all conditions. Nike ACG can be the most valuable new addition to your closet because it provides coverage and protection for every activity of the outdoors, while still very successfully maintaining Nike's appealing style. Outdoor Industry, a top-rated outdoor organization and information forum, states this about the change in this year's activity impact. Looking at April, May, and June of 2020 versus the same period in 2019, unweighted participation rates for day hiking rose more than any other activity, measured 8.4 percentage points. Although companies or corporations that make bicycles, kayaks, boats, and other outdoor recreation tools have seen much success during the pandemic, some clothing companies have stayed stagnant with sales because many buyers don't feel the need to go buy clothes specifically for hiking. The financial ease of hiking is most likely why we see such a sudden rise of people actively hiking and walking. But for hiking in most scenarios, you are fit to wear virtually anything with a few minor limitations. No new purchases were needed to be made for people to just go out and explore during the pandemic. So all they had to do now was go to these hiking destinations and they were ready. Many people were left with gaps in their previously busy schedules this year, and hiking was the ideal hobby for many looking to remain active or entertained, because they just needed to leave the house to do it. Nike's ACG technology in footwear and outdoor gear is both functional and adaptable while still being much more stylish than other outdoor competitors. Consumers are now not left at a crossroads between performance and fashion with the introduction of ACG. There is now no need for avid enthusiasts or eager first-timers of outdoor adventure to purchase both separate casual and trail gear, because ACG can go wherever you do while still looking useful. This eliminates the hesitation for the buyer because this Nike line is fitting for most any environment. Most of these companies that compete against ACG make very high quality products that are often very effective at helping complete their desired function. But they all share one common trait: they're hideous. No one wears their outdoor trail clothing out to any establishment or event that isn't nature related. But Nike ACG looks good on you anytime while still providing the same functions as these competitors. The revamping of the ACG brand was thoroughly planned. It was designed with an active person in mind, being developed over a model in an athletically ready stance over that of a model standing in a normal fashion, representing the transition across activities ACG can cover. The designer behind Nike ACG's resurgence had this to say about its adaptability. For ACG, we drafted the fit block with that posture rather than the typical straight limb static one. Readiness is physically encoded into the silhouette of the collection. We call it the all conditions fit because it suggests the ability to transition to any movement and to any situation, Hugh says. Throughout the development of ACG, designers knew that they would have a difficult time incorporating fashion into function, but they had this to say about the design process. The collection considers the way individuals interact and pass through a city for their day-to-day business. It's also designed to protect these individuals from every type of weather. While we needed to make something that doesn't restrict your movement at all, we also didn't want to have any negative impact visually. It shouldn't look strange. It has to be presentable, civilized, and stylish. But form is never diverse from function. It's easy to make something look really good, but it's very hard to make it look good and move well. ACG is great for any outdoorsman, but is also very practical clothing and gear for everyday life or the less outdoorsy person, allowing it to be marketed to not just that particular market niche, but to anyone who is in search of high-quality, modern clothing. Nike ACG is a very valuable piece of any wardrobe for all walks of life. The benefits from this revolutionary stitch technology are virtually endless for all the product's usable life because the gear keeps you comforted in all situations while still being far less expensive than a similar jacket from Canada Goose or the North Face that features similar technologies. Not only will ACG protect you in the cold like these brands, but it'll also further provide you comfort wherever you go. With ACG, you would never really have to change outfits. In a review by High Snobiety, a popular sneaker insider, when testing the ACG gear had this to say. On a couple of different Nike sanctioned excursions this week, one of which involved getting in a rubber boat and riding around Lower Manhattan in the freezing cold, the other an underground tour of the Woolworth building, we got to put ACG to the test. No, cold weather boat rides and underground explorations aren't part of the average city dweller's average Wednesday. Yet, what's most impressive is how ACG handles the average challenges of everyday life. When running down the stairs to catch an approaching subway or just walking outside on a rainy day to grab coffee, you can feel the difference of wearing pants, jackets, and even balaclavas designed to move not just with you, but as you do. And when that gear features pockets, zippers, and packable hoods that you'll actually use, the truth is, wearing anything else can start to feel impractical or outdated. Nike ACG is a subsidiary line of Nike that produces innovative athletic apparel and sports gear for all climates. Debuting in 1989, Nike ACG widened their scope of outdoors-oriented sneakers that was true to its name. The ACG line built up a cult-like following with its non-commercial, off-the-wall image, their bold colorways and silhouettes, which today have still inspired sneaker lovers and outdoor enthusiasts for decades. Sneakers and clothing compose the line ideal for outdoor performance and sportswear that has both functional and casual appeal. Nike ACG has successfully combined the aspects of fashion and usability with the ACG line by creating clothing that would be adaptable and comfortable anywhere or all places in all conditions. With Nike ACG technology, you have the option to go out and explore, or not. Because of the adaptive technology, it's left up to you. ACG goes anywhere you do. Even with all the weather conditions you may experience throughout your day, thanks to Nike, you'd really need only one or two clothes hangers.